Good morning. It's day 14. We had just reached 10,000 yesterday, so basically double our count. And last night just exited at 2%. Structure wise, let's analyze what happens overnight. We were right at the bounce point right here. So probably that it could go up, or based on the nighttime drift, which starts around right here in the midnight. It was drifting down. So based on this, yes, there might a little bit pull back right here, and then probably drop lower. Okay, and the nighttime drift usually stops around the UK time, which is right about here-ish. Okay. So that's kind of what we're predicting, is that it might continue down a little bit more to this level right here, because it already hit this one, bounce, might come down again, hit this, might basically bounce again, or it could just go all the way down. We don't really know. And let's fast forward. That's just kind of a prediction, is where market might head to go to. If it does bounce up, though, it'll be this level, right? So right here, you can kind of see it's turning. So based on this, right, it came back up to resistance right here. So this right here is where it could, if it wants to continue down, then it most likely will bounce down. So it has to break this though to reach the next one. Okay, so if I was trading this, I would expect, okay, it's at the top of the channel now, probably pull back some, and then the next move will tell. Because if it bounces right here, it's going to continue up. If it drops below this and goes all the way to here, then we'll probably continue down to the pivot. Okay, so this is closing above this pivot right here, hit touched, probably turn down here, pull back right there. You can see a little bit, and based on this consolidation, we're going up. So I would say these drop right there is out of play now, and we're basically, even though this is at the top of the trend channel, I think it's gonna go and reach this pivot. So slight pullback there, and there it is. It basically wicked, and I think that might be the apex. So this is probably where it turns down. Slower trend line like this, kind of the middle-ish. Let's see here, because this is kind of a divergent trend, so I would probably say it's going to come back to here or to here in the next 5-10 minutes, or it could just bounce right here and then continue up, but I doubt that's the case. I would mostly think it will come down and touch this thing, slower trend line, basically come down, touch the middle of it. Wow, it did bounce up some. Should turn, and there it is, double touch. This might be the last of it, and wow, wicks up some more. So based on this, we might be touching the top of this. So looks like prices wants to go and break this pivot and go all the way up. That's just unusual for me, because on the first retouch like that, it usually doesn't break. But there it is. Woof, really pops up. So the nighttime drift is definitely ended as far as the downtrend. We're very much in the up now. So we've got a little higher high, and this is pretty fast. So again, I would expect. Let's see what a price cycle was. Let's say this was it. Then this probably is the last of it. We should see an apex soon, and it comes down to touch basically the break right there. Because we're right into the UK session now, beginning to open, so we should. Wow, it goes very far there. I would not have expected that big of a. Well, I guess so, based on the support and resistance. So this is right at the resistance zone right here, so it should turn right here somewhere and come back down like this. And that looks like the last of it. There's the apex. If it breaks below this, then we're going down. Nope, it continues to the above of that resistance zone right there. There it is, and touches it. So I'm just playing price action. I'm like, where is prices likely to go? I don't know. I can't predict it. I'm just more of a, what's my plan A, my plan B, right? Is it going up? Is it going down? Let's play it. But based on the candle action in a zone, I can tell if it wants to go up or down. So here, we haven't really seen any turn, but based on the price cycle, I would say, because we had one move like this, you see another move, and then another move. So this, it's gone like 3, 4.5. It's a big run. It can't sustain that, so it should pull back. So this, I think, would be the apex, and it should, for normal price cycle or price action, it should pull back. Look at that, it continues to run up. Oh, it's just crazy. It probably broke the pivot over here. And there we go. So it has to break this trend channel right here, and basically come back down. Most likely right now, it's probably just to here, in this area. And there it is. There's the break of that short-term channel right there. And I would think it comes. Wow, that's some strong buying pressure. So this to me is very. I think it wants to break the pattern. Previously, this was like a down channel, you know, and then consolidation, and then now it's really breaking up to the top of the range. So it's a bigger consolidation now, basically, like this. So this is where it consolidates at the top, and I think it might turn down. That's just my bias, because, you know, huge run up, it has to pull back sometime like this. And we start seeing it dropping down. You can see the turn on the 5-minute. You got an M forming here now. And we still consolidate, and there it is. It's drifting. And there's that pullback. Okay, so this is where I kind of fib it. Whoops, wrong. 38, which is what you see here, very likely, and that's where I probably get out. 50, just a little bit more, and we'll go all the way to 78 like this. I doubt it. 62 is right at the pivot. So the next likely, if it wants to continue down, is 62, because we're right above these pivots right here. 78 is nothing really right here. So if it really goes all the way down again, then right there, 100% retracement. If market wants to turn up though, you know, because we got this higher high going, it definitely has broken the, you know, the downtrend. We're currently in uptrend, but it has not broken the pivot up here. Or if you consider this, maybe it's a higher high, but it's the same high basically. It's a consolidation zone, so prices could turn down still and reach the bottom of this. And this is just a large consolidation. Goes up, or it goes down, goes up, goes down, down. So this is where I'm watching it. Like, what will happen next? Is it going to stay in this range and then turn up? It usually consolidates before it does an expansion, right? So if it consolidates, it's likely wanting to turn. But if it kind of bounces, it could be a corrective move. So it's like this bounce and then boom. But if it consolidates, sometimes you get the continuation after that, but you get the turn as well. So let's see what price is going to do. So based on this, I think it wants to go to the 62. And this is the 62 right here, right above those pivots. You can see the consolidation now right here, right around 50. So I would think the 62 and then dropping will be out of play, and that it probably want to go up. That's just what I would predict next. And it dropped, or popping up. You can see it on the 5 too. You got a little W forming here. There it is, and we're into the day session. So based on this, right, we're turning up, but we're not out of the water yet, because it has to break this 23% right here, which is basically 50% of this move, right? It went down, it has to come up, likely placed that it bounces down some, and then we watch the next move. If it continues up, then we're going to retest the high pivot, and the downtrend is definitely broken. But if it cannot break this 23, then yes, we're going down again to right here, probably 50% of the move, so up, 50, down 50%, and then this is where it's my KPI, key price indicator, where is price is going to go. If it cannot break this 50%, then we're going up. But if it does break it, as far as on the downside, then we're going to retest this. And then what pattern wise, you got a cup handle, we're probably going to come down. Maybe even 100% retracement. There's nothing at the 78. So I would expect if it cannot hold this area, because we basically bounce right around 62 right here. This is right on 50, 62. So that's kind of where I'm looking. And once it passes the 62, nothing at 78 that says it'll bounce there. So I think it'll go 100. So that's kind of the move I'm playing right now as far as market analysis for the day session. And we'll see. Let's measure our price cycles. Here's the closest one. Kind of big though, but does seem to match. Here went 2. So we got wow, that's 46. That's a big run. 15. Wow, that looks small because I'm zoomed out, but that's a big run. Wow, 86. That's okay. So this is a very, very big run right now. Normal trading right now, since I'm a $10,000 account, would be 0.1. bigger run like 20 to 30, I would be half 0.05, but being 80, that's just 50 against us kind of thing. I'm gonna reduce it even more to 0.02, reduce our risk. So right now, as far as plan A, short term, I think it's coming to here. I think this is the current move. Okay, let's start trading. So I'm gonna sell into it, or sorry, buy into it. Not good of where I'm entering because it's right at the end of the price cycle, but it already pulled back. So right here, you know, it didn't come down lower than 50, you know, here's the last move, comes down 50%, so I think it's going to continue up. Kind of light still, and then I think what's going to happen is this move right here. So this is not looking good though, because it passed the 50% there. Still in the channel up. So this is a good sign with that wick right there. So I'm gonna add more to my buys now. This is not a good sign though, that the very next candle is wanting to negate. We could be looking at the turn already. Let's fid this again. So we're right at 38, which is the bounce point. But I was thinking 23. This is a good sign. Basically negation. It dropped, but then the next candle is negating it. So likely to continue up at this point. This is a pretty good one. It only came to now. So based on these, it wants to go down actually. So this is the last of it. I'm add back to my buys, see if it saves. I mean, on the 15-minute, you can see it started to turn doji down. On the 5-minute, it's definitely turned. So this is more of my last ditch effort, maybe one price cycle to build. As far as plan A, it's going up to you know, the 23 right here. But if it's not gonna hold here, because this pattern is continuing. Excuse me. Well, that's a good sign. So we're looking for this now, the 50%. If it can break this, we're going up. These two here again, the top of this right here. Don't know if it will break it, but at least our bottom buy should pay for these top buys. So these will be about break even, and this would be the small profit. So we had a very small, like I think 3 right here. This is not a good pattern though. It wants to turn down. So with that, I'm going to exit my buys. Took a small loss. And then I'm going to build into my sells here. I think it's going down. The structure has changed. That it's no longer wanting to go up. There it is. It should now come to here. Well, don't like that wick right here. Buying pressure. So I'm just holding off as far as adding to the cells because I think it wants to retest this. Now it's turning again, so then this is where I add into my cells, which heavily. Let's get some profits in, and let's recover to, you know, where we started. I have some 0 TPs here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, there's that pullback I was talking about. So 1, 2, 3. It's really slow. If it cannot break above this, you know, it's good right here with the wicks on the top. Selling pressure. This is where I think it would turn. But right now you can see wick, doji area right here. So this is a key area because it means buying pressure and selling pressure is the same. And there it is, selling pressure is more. So we're adding right there for the full price cycle. And you got the cup and handle forming. This is a big candle, so I expect it to come back up a little bit to here, bounce back, pull back, and then we add back to the cells that I don't want to be buying right there, but because it could just continue down, because you got a little like you can here see in the you got 0 here, 1, 2, so you got like a 3 pattern here, and you could tell like cup handle kind of pattern. Also 15 minutes turned into a strong sell for the Heikin-Ashi. So you know, had that very minimal pullback, and then it's already turning right here on the 1 minute. So this is where I'll add heavily to my sells. You can see we're in quick profits. So based on this pattern, where are we going? Like I said, I think 100%, just because there's really nothing. We're right at 62, so we've got to be cautious. This could be a bounce point right here. So basically, it'll come down like this, bounce up. We'll tell if it can break this. If it can't break that, then it's going down, and that's what exactly it's looking like. But we just gotta give it a few more minutes to tell. You know, this next candle cut down like this, and then the next candle reverses. So rather just wait about 5 minutes and secure these cells right here. You know, we've got like 14, 18. Wow, this looks very small, but it's like 14 pips. Oh, this is crazy. So luckily, you know, flipped, got out of buys. And this is where I think a lot of traders lose, is they don't recognize the market structure and when it's changing. And if I kept adding to my buys here, then this is like a marching market right now. So I think we're going to here now. Probably not 100% retracement yet. I mean, the 100% is right here. Is this 78? I think it was. It's just there's really nothing over here to say bounce at 78. So I really think we're going to the 100%. What you have is a corrective wave like this. Okay, so there's that pullback, right? It went lower, and then now it's the pullback, but it has to break where my stop is for it to turn up. All right, so it just took some of my cells off, which is okay. We'll just wait, reassess. It might want to turn right here. Now this candle says if it can break below this, which didn't, but this next candle might, then it might say no, this is all, we're pulling back. Right now on the 5 minute, this is a reversal pattern because you got an inside candle. It's a doji, so it's equal buying and selling pressure. So we don't know until it comes back to here. We're right at the 50% of this up. It's looking like it wants to turn up. So again, I didn't see anything. Oh, we're right at 62, which makes sense. We're right at the 62 fib right here. And then the 78 is right around the trend line right there. So on the orange lines, I have the fib levels. Right now I'm just watching. If you can't break above this, then I'm going to add back to the cells for the continuation to the 100%. But if it breaks above this, we might be retesting this, or at least to here again. This is saying I wants to turn, so this next candle will tell if it comes. So I'm just gonna get out of my current cells right here. Get it. Just I don't know where the market's going right now. It's a 50-50 for me, and you can see it. You know, it's fighting back and forth. So it could go up, it could go down. I really just can't tell. I would have thought, based on what I know with corrective waves, is you measure this, let's say here from here, and then you duplicate it, and that's the that's where I was expecting it to come. So this is a little unexpected as far as it already stopped, but it's a likely place because it's right above the support and it's 62% retracement. So it makes sense that it's doing this. It's just I rather wait right now. I don't want to be trading. You can see on the 5 minute you got doji up, doji down. It's just a consolidation though. Not the best place to enter because there's no clear direction. If it goes up, then it's this one. If it goes down, then it's to here. Those are the conservative targets. Oops, didn't mean to delete the rectangle there. Just trying to clean up my charts there. I could see it. There's my price cycle, and it's kind of changed. It doesn't quite fit right now. So based on this, I think it's turning down, closing below right here. Oops. This consolidation area, it's wanting to turn down. You can see on the 5 minute, it's yeah. I would definitely say it's down. So I'm adding to my cells right here now. It's a little risky what I did there because this might be the last of it. It just might come down to here and then bounces up. But from what I've seen, if it cannot have enough buying pressure to push it up like this, then I think like I said, it wants to come and follow that corrective wave. So here's one, and then here's the same amount. So that's what I think it's doing, and this looks like the continuation pattern because you got strong sells on the 5, strong sells on the 15. So I'm gonna add heavily now. I don't want to increase my position size, but I do want to add more. I mean, if I do increase it, then I'll add less, but again, we had like 70 pip runs. So right now, this right here is a 30 pip run. So we could be going like this. So let's go ahead and do it with some quick ones though, like 2 TTPs like that on the pullbacks. We'll wait to retest to add them in because it could come up, test the break right here, and then we'll add more heavily, try to reduce the drawdown here. So I only went to my half rather than all the way to the normal, and I only did the 2 TPs here just to stay safe. This again, I think it's continuing. Let's look at the price cycle. For the last drop, we're right at the pullback, so I don't want to add right here. We're right approaching the 78, so based on this, I think it's going to continue. So add it very lightly there, like 2 to 3. And this might be the last of it before it pulls back some. So we're gonna secure these trades here. Like right here, right above this candle. So basically, if it breaks this, comes back, you know, like this, and to the break, and then drops while it's continuing. So basically, we're passing the 78. Don't want to add to the sells here. You see this one candle right here is wanting to negate. If it breaks above this candle, especially this one, we could be coming up to right here. So if I do add at the bottom, I would definitely want to lower my risk like this. Again, somehow this feels like a marching market just because it didn't pull back that much. It pull back right here. Wow, 10. It looks so small though, but this is high volatility market and very unusual. So I'm gonna go ahead and secure my trades right here. This looks like the consolidation where it wants to turn. See the candles wanting to turn here, so it takes me out. Okay, fine. We got a good size run, good profits there. But if it breaks down right here, I'm gonna add to the sells for a bigger run like this, and retouch bottom there for 100% retracement. So we're right at the 78, which is a potential fit bounce point. And we're right at the trend line. It's just over here, I didn't see anything as far as, you know, support that signals that it could bounce. The only thing I saw was the trend line right here. So you got a small pullback, consolidation. But based on this pattern, I think it will continue down because it dropped very heavily pullback consolidate very, very small. So I think it's this. I don't think it's gonna reach up, like popping up like this, but well, I might be wrong. Look at that. It's popping up, so I'm gonna go ahead and exit my cells. On the 5 minute, this is a reversal pattern. Right here, you got a doji inside. This is a reversal, but it's just on the 15 minute. This is still a strong sell. And there it is. You got the green. The first signs of the green. I would think up to this point, right here, or you can see this is the break, and that's the 15 minute right there. See, the 15 minute bar is right at the break. It's a little bit late to be entering into buys here, but if anything, I would look to rebuild my sell for the 100%. I'm just waiting though, because I've been burned in the past where prices do bounce at 78. As unlikely as it looks like, you know, because a lot of fib does not even show 78%. But it could turn up. So I don't want to be selling yet. If I'm selling, and what I'm looking for is a reversal pattern where it closes like below this, not at it, because I've been faked out with that. If it closes at it, then it's still, you know, like right here, this is dojis at the top. It's kind of like equal buying and selling pressure. So this might be the last of the up move. I would have expected it to come to the break right here, but this is not a good sign for buys. But still looks like it's continuing based on this candle. So I could buy into it just lightly. Wow, that's already 2 TPs. I mean, this is like 5 TPs right here. So drag some of it up. And it is about one price cycle. So that's like the one price cycle consolidation pullback. So not the right time to sell, because we haven't seen any selling signs. And right here you can see on the 15 minute, this is actually a reversal pattern because you got a doji inside. On the 5, this is a strong buy right now. So if anything, if this held as far as the trend, then why do I see a wick touching the on the 5? Or the 1 minute, it never went down. But somehow on the Heiken Ashley, it had a wick that touched my 100%. I'm a little confused there. Oh, I think I have this line. That's why. There we go. I need to clean up my charts there. Because I was getting faked out. I was like, what? There's no way it touched. All right. So this might be the last of the buys because it's closing below this. So I would get out on my buys right here. And just take a slight loss. Yeah, so you can see the doji on the 5 minute says it wants to turn down again. And you got a double doji here, which on the 15 minutes, I mean, this is basically a continuation pattern, right? It's like it dropped, you got some dojis, will it continue to drop? I don't know that based on the 1 minute right here. Well, I missed my opportunities to sell, right? We're just waiting now because this is the 50%. Kind of a 50-50. If it can't break this 50% like this, then we're going up. But if it does hold, you know, body closes below this, and then especially if it's down like this, closes right here, then I think we're gonna go and retest like this. So right here, it's again now the 50 of the 50 went down 50%, went up again 50%. So this is the next key area. I'm just waiting. In the past, I would enter into trades in these areas, and I would just be burned because I would pick the wrong direction. So I've learned to patience, just to wait it out, let the market tell me more of a clear direction. See right there, it's failing to 50%. And then this is where I would enter into my sales, and then like this candle next will be like, oops, nope, it's continuing up. But it's just retesting this until it breaks this and goes back into that zone. We're not in buys yet, because you can see on the 5 minute it's still down, but this candle is turning up. So again, just waiting it out right here. You got a little bit of fighting right here. You know, goes up, negates, down, goes up, negates. So right in this area is like equal buying and selling pressure. This is not an area to trade. I've been burned in the past. See, it's now dropping. So based on this, I would think it drops, but it's not clear until it breaks this. Until it breaks that 50% of this move, we're just in a consolidation area. So it could be like it goes up, consolidates, and the next move could be up. You know, you got a little W, up, down, like that. But this could also be the M, because you got, you know, you got up, down, like this. That's your M and your W. So this pattern right now is a 50-50. I can't tell. And then this is where I just wait. I've learned it's safer to wait. On the 5 minute, there's a strong sell. On the 15 minute, there's this selling pressure. So I would think we're continuing down, because this was what my plan A, as far as for the sells, is that it's going down for the 100% retracement. And based on this candle right here, this could be the fake out. If it, you know, hey, it dropped above low and then it comes back up. But I think this is it as far as it's the sells of 1, the bears 1. So I'm adding to my sells there. I'm fairly light too. I mean, yes, I have like 20 trades, but I'm 0.02 in a 10K account. So that's only like 0.4. In a 5K account, that's like 0.2. You know, so there's nothing as far as risky. You know, yeah, you might lose some profits, but we're just risking profits right now and not digging a hole. There it is. It's falling through. I don't want to go heavy yet until it breaks here. Once it breaks here, I want to do a high probability trade and increase my position size for this last move. 100% retracement. This is it. It broke below. It's wicking though, not a good sign. So I'm watching this level right here. See, this wick I don't like. Could be a fake out. This candle will tell. So it looks like it's continuing down. So I'm gonna go ahead and increase it, 0.5 here, 0.05 I mean, and then add into it pretty heavily. 2 TPs, add, drag down some of it for 5-ish. So keep the majority of my trades at 2, and then kind of spray it like this. Okay, so there's that pullback. I don't like that. It retouched the break. for my cells to be working, yeah, this needs to hold and follow through like that. So that was what I suspected might happen. I just didn't wait. So again, if I properly waited just 5 minutes, I could have avoided this drawdown right here. So right here, not good as far as this drawdown. Wow, it's, don't tell me it's gonna reverse at 78. Not a good sign on the 5. This could be a possible turn. On the 15-minute, we're still okay. It's still a strong sell. But based on it reaching 78 and closing below, higher probability it wants to go to 100. That's just what I would think. So I am in a bit of a heavy position for where it's at, because this is like the bottom. And if I'm at 0.05 times 41, then that's 2 lots. Did I do my math correct? Wow, I didn't even realize I added 2 lots like that. So very, very heavy. So this actually was a very aggressive. This is the aggressive trader in me, risky. If I was adding, let's say 0.2 or 0.5, no problem. But adding 2 lots at the bottom like this was again, it was one of those, I think, high probability, like this. But if I just waited for that pullback, I would have been fine. Instead, I add it right here, and I face a drawdown of 2 lots, which you can see almost killed all of my profits right here. So that was a little bit of a bad execution on my side as far as when to load up. I loaded up here. That was a mistake. I should have loaded up here. So right now we got a cup handle pattern here, and then 1 price cycle. It should calm down. Not good that's not breaking this though. It's kind of in a drift. He has nothing to show reversal. I mean, this is a bad pattern right here. Doji inside. It could be the reversal. And earlier I could have exited here because I was up here in profits, but I was greedy. This looks like it's playing out, so I'm gonna add to the sells. I know I'm adding to the risk, but I'm just recycling some of those trades. Okay, so this is good. It turned down again, and now candle closed right up below. But I would love to see this next candle close even below that. So then I would feel safer on the sells. And if I'm feeling a little anxious, I could just get out right here, because you can see a net profit on all these trades. But on the 5-minute, it's strong continuation pattern. This is kind of a pause right here. You see it wicked to the break, and it's continuing down. So this is where now I smack it in a little bit. I'll put 30 here. 30 times 0.05 is 1.5 lots. So for other traders, this is a risky move because it's at the bottom. You're selling at the bottom. But to me, it's high chance of reaching 100% retracement. So I'm gonna make my money. But again, where did I load it up? Not good, because I was doing it right here. Pull back right there, I think this is it. And again, on the 5-minute, this doji inside could be the turn. So where I'm doing things, it's risky. And wow, it wants to retouch this pivot, this break, which is not a good sign at all. Just from my past experience, if it retouches it twice, it usually can hold and still, turn like this. But if it goes a third time, 1, 2, 3, then we're going up. So I'm gonna add to my cells here and save these bottom cells. So I'm counting out turning down again one more time. It's not good though. On the 5-minute, you can see it turn up, and on the 15-minute now it looks like a possible reversal pattern. It's just I'm playing the probability that it's gone this far. Prices should come to 100%. I doubt it's gonna. This was the apex. It's just, if it was, then I'll be eating my mistake, because you can see I'm in a drawdown right now. This is not good at all. I took what I thought was a high probability move, but now it's not working out. So what do? We could hedge temporarily, but just watch it, because this could be the end of it. So I'm not gonna add, because I'm already too heavy. I'm in 2 lots at the bottom. So this move is good right here. So now I need to get out, basically. So I'm gonna to me, on the 1-minute, this is the turn, but this is not good. The next move is not good here. If it fails to break the 50% like this and comes down again, then we're turning. So I can basically get out, break even here. I don't have enough on above to pay for the ones below though, so it's the only option I have is it comes in so really that was bad execution. That was greed down in here. If I didn't add on so heavily for these cells down here, then I would have been, you can see, way profitable here. But now I'm eating my profits, cutting about half of them. So if it can't hold its pattern, then I'm obligated to get out. So that way the whole session is still profitable, and not losing. I mean, this is a good sign though. 5 minutes turned down is good, continuation. I basically could get out right here, but we'll hold. It's not good. It's right now at the 50%. So it's not good right here once it turn up. Negation. Come on, follow through. Break this. I need it to drop. So I'm feeling a little nervous right here. It's because I added heavily here. Again, mistake. That right there is greed. Thinking, okay, high probability trade like this, but if it can't touch the pivot, then it invites bulls, which didn't think about that. So right now we're still okay. This is a great sign. It wants to come down to the price cycle right here. Not good with the wick here. Again, still in that 50-50 area. So in a bit of a hope and pray situation here. I hope it comes down. I hope and pray it comes down. Oh man, I should have peeled off some trades. Just hindsight now, because not good on the 5 right here. Turn and then 15 minutes of doji. So what do we do? You see, if I exit now, it's session loss, and man, all that time wasted. So come back to test the pivot here, the break 1, 2. Not a great sign. I think it wants to turn up right here. Okay, this is good. This is, whoa, where did this come from? This is a good sign. Hopefully this is not an exhaustion bar. Don't like the pivot, the wick like this. But at least the body is below. And earlier I could have gotten out or something, but I was hoping this continues down. You got an M forming here. Right now I'm just in a hold. You see in 15 minutes it's turned up. It's this is where I sometimes ask myself, why do I keep painting myself or putting myself in a corner? It's not good. So this down is an exhaustion bar, and we're turning up. Now we're definitely losing. So just with one mistake, I lost on my profits. Now I have to figure out how to fix these trades. Can't add. I guess. All right, what to do? What to do? Draw down right now. We're minus 2.2, still within our at least my risk tolerance, which is 2.5. So I hope this is it, but you can see it's broken the downtrend. I've got a little up channel here. So this definitely is a turning pattern. But I won't be out of the danger zone until to here. And I was, right here, but I didn't get out. So now let's look at doing the painful, which is to peel off some trades, and then it's these bottom trades right here and too heavy. That's really, eating away at me because I have 2 lots down here. This is, I think, it passed my risk tolerance right here. Yeah, it's 2.63. This is a good sign on the 1 minute, but not anymore. So we're at the end of the price cycle. I mean, I could have been buying and hedging up in here and stuff, but was kind of frozen as far as in a corner, out of options, and couldn't really think. So right now this is, you got a little M on the 1, great sign on the 5 minutes turning down. If it can break below this, then we're back into a okay zone. Again, not out of danger yet. Right, got a little wick doji here, so I'm hoping, praying. Right now I'm in a hope and pray situation. It fails at 50% here and drops. What I'm holding for is, again, what I thought was should touch the 100%. On the 15 minute, you can see it's turned up. And the corrective move is basically done. This was the last of it. So now, if it continues, then it's like this. If not, then we have to cut the loss right in here, the 50%. So this is the last of it. We'll have to cut the loss, unfortunately. Right here. We were profitable, and then just one move really killed the profits. Mistake. Good sign here. Basically, you got a consolidation at the top. I'm hoping it continues down. You know, that hey, it's the top of the trend, come down, but not good right here. Wicking right at the 50%. On the 5 minutes doji, but nothing yet as far as a turn. Just turn down. Now this is good sign because on the top you got a double top, and then on the bottom here, if it touches 1, 2, 3, more likely to break. But again, not good right here, 50%, and it's turning up. So you got 0, 1, 2, 3 at the top here, and continuation pattern on the 5. Even though it is an inside candle. See, this is a continuation pattern. Just like right here. Ooh, that's a good sign. I'm just praying right now. So the game changer was right here. If I didn't make this move and sell at the bottom, secure my sells, you know, rather than adding to it like that. Wouldn't be so anxious right now. You can see it basically was the end of our morning session too. Right now we're into a fix-it time, and we'll tapping into additional trading time, which shouldn't even have happened. Like I could have been done right here at about 3 hours, and now I'm having to go fix it, wait it out, and I'm not even fixing it. I'm just waiting it out, hoping and praying. So this is an example of over trading. It's right here in the first 3 hours. This is great for profit, good trading. In the next hours or so, this is over trading. Again, I didn't think about goal, you know, because 1033.88, that's that was 1%, 1.24%. I was greedy for 2%, which was pushing for 1050 or 10500. I mean, so good sign right here on the 5 minute. It's turned down. I'm waiting for the 15 minutes. So right here, good sign, 5 minute turn down, and then I'm waiting for the 15 minute here to turn down like this. So great sign right there. So we should shoot up very quickly. This is where I'm profitable or net, break even for these set of trades. Just holding. Want to well, if I added some cells at the top, I could have gotten some profit right here, but again, that was way too risky. If anything, I would be hedging and buying. But this is a great sign. Good sign is wants to turn down. Not a good sign now. Wicked here, buying pressure. So basically, it hit this action point. Now it's going to touch this action point. So what I'm hoping for is a up, like down, up 50%, and then drop. You know, basically the same amount right here. A corrective wave, and that's what's playing right now. This candle should fall through. These are sort of help I need. And right here, I think we were only about here-ish. So we took a loss, and we're not even at 1%. So very bad execution on my part. On the 15 minutes turned down, so just holding right now. I'll fast forward a little bit. So again, I think it will come to this area, one price cycle, but we're in the afternoon session, and it might be just a consolidation. So I'm about to count break even with some profit. This pattern is a holding pattern. There's nothing saying reversal yet. This could be the reversal and turn right here, but it's saying no wicks at the top, which is a good sign for bears. With now wicks at the bottom, with so again, it has to break this channel if it goes up. So I think it's continuing down. I hope it will continue down. Not a good sign right here. Hope this candle negates. You see on the 5 minutes, it's turning doji. Reversal pattern. Excuse me. Now continuation pattern. This is wanting to continue down, so I'm going to continue to hold and not get out so much. And then here I'll be looking to get out, break even out of these trades. Ooh, not good. Not a good one at all. Just saying just a little bit more right here, and then I'll get out profit kind of thing. But it's not a good sign. See, this is a strong buy right here, but on the 15 minute, it's just inside candle. But I missed my chance to basically get out right here. I was just like, just a little bit more, but that was the price cycle. And the price cycle shrunk too. So this is now the 50 of the 50, which is, you know, went up 50%, down 50%, up 50%. Looks like a doji down and continuing down. What I can get out right here is just, okay, net, you know, net break even, which means I wasted the day, the morning, but I didn't lose money though. And we're at the net right now, sort of a net profit, but not a good doji. So equal buying and selling pressure right now. And 15 minutes of doji, so not a good sign. So this one's good. Overpowering selling pressure should come down again to this based on this move, but not good is the next one that tries to negate. Only went half, so this is a good sign. It should come down now. That's what you see. So I'm just holding for it, but you can see a lot of buying and selling pressure right there. A lot of fighting right here. Very equal-ish. Right, so there it is. We're back to break even, but because it's done it 2 times, I'm gonna hold now. This time I could have gotten out and gotten recycled, but this is the second time, so it's more likely to, you know, 1, 2, 3 right here. More likely to continue down now. Strong selling pressure right here is a 15 minute and 5 minute. So slight pullback, 50%. This last drop should right here drop. So not good on the 5 minute. Inside candle, possible reversal, but this is more the action point. It came down here, touch up, you know, it should turn down like this. So you got a cup handle, and then we're basically in the clear now. So you got a 0, 1, 2, 3 here. So this is a time where I hold because we have to wait it out. Let's just make our profits. So there it is. Back at the profits. I don't want to cut my winners, okay? Because again, this is a pattern to continue. So in this case, I got lucky because right here, you had like 1, 2, 3 here. So I was very lucky because if it had to go up again like this, I would have cut the loss, and then the session would have been a loss. But because this held, you know, basically rejected. Right now, kind of a continuation because it hasn't broken above this. It could be the last of it. You know, on the 5, you got an inside candle here, so. But on the 15 minutes, is strong. So I could just get out right here because I am net profit for this set of trades. But again, don't want to be risking all of that just to cut my winners short. Exhaustion bar, because you can see the next one's wanting to negate. Still a continuation pattern right here, so I really think it's going to hit 100% retracement, and just waiting it out for that. And that's where I'll exit, because then I'll make my money and reach my goal, which is 10,500, or be very close to it. You know, right now 480. But that's the goal. That was what I was reaching for. You know, some extra $300 from last night. So super close right here, and I could just get out right here. But again, this is more of a continuation pattern. Nothing to say reversal. So I'm not gonna cut my winner short. And right now we're in the drift. We're kind of in the afternoon drift right here. So once I hit my goal, then I'll get out. Not good sign right here. Wants to kind of reverse. You got an inside candle here. We're still within the drift right here. So again, don't want to cut it short, but not a good sign right here. So with this one, I'm just going to go ahead and exit. We didn't hit our goal, but let's just say this here is a turn. So here, I'm going to add it back to self. So on the 15 minutes, not good. It's turned up. On the 5, it's turned up. But on the 1 minute, this pattern is a turn reversal. You can see it went closed below the body, came up 50% and came back down. So this I just saw a quick sniping opportunity. Not good now. This could be the turn up. You got a cup handle pattern here. So I know it's in the buying pattern right now. It's just need to be able to save these cells. You got a little wedge right here. So this is a downward pattern right there. So there we go. And I might actually hit my goal with this move. Just needs to drop a little bit more. There we are. 4, 6, 8. So not quite there yet. Based on this, again, I'm doing the risky, which is selling at the bottom. We're right at the bounce point too. Wow, then there's the afternoon close. So that was a mistake right there. I didn't pay attention to the time. So basically for an hour, it's going to be spread like this. It's crazy. but I'm determined to hit my goal, which is 10,500, and I still think it's going down. Basically broke the trend line right at 100% retracement. More likely to come here. It's just with the fib, the way I've seen it, when it comes to 100% retracement, it usually goes to the next 127, which is I think even lower. 127 is like right here, but you can see it kind of correlates to that area. So what I'm playing right now is the afternoon drift, and then by nighttime I should reach my goal. But even though yes, it slowed down a lot, should continue down. And then these bottom targets, I'm gonna move up. I don't think it will break to the night session. You see it's super small. It's like not even one pip. That's just the afternoon session for you. It's drift. There it is. 472. We haven't reached our goal. And ooh, add to the cell there. Some pullbacks. Slow it down some. Very close to our goal. This is one of those set it, forget it kind of trades. It's just drift. Drift. It should come down. Okay, so it's like fullback like that. What I do, add back to the cells. Drag some of these down for extra profits. In 1.5 lots. And with afternoon, it's so slow that it's okay, because you can see overall we're just in a consolidation zone. Right now, 2 lots. And we're right at our goal. Or, yeah, we reached it as far as the TP, but our current, because I sell to the bottom here, we're currently losing. So, basically have to fix the cells to get out so that we can have realized profit at 10,500. There it is. We're about to hit it. The equity side here. Make these trades easier to hit here by moving them up. because these top trades will pay for these. These might be, you know, break even, slight loss kind of thing. And there's our goal. And then this is where I could just get out or let it hit TV right there. And I'm gonna close out. So we finally hit our goal. Took pretty much all day. But wow, this is where I should have cut, you know, but instead I went in over trading and seven and 15 minutes. So not good execution there. Got 2.53%. So risked about the same, 2.63 to get 2.53, which decent. Okay, but with that, good luck with your trading. It's sometimes knowing when to hold and when to get out. You know, luckily we got lucky this time, but unfortunately I just thought some high probability. It didn't make that move just yet, and it finally reached 100% retracement. It just took all day to reach it. You can see here, it still hasn't even reached it. We were just right at the, you know, in that area. So asked for the market a little bit too much. If I just planned it out better and then, you know, cut my, as far as stop losses right here, we would have been done here, and that would have been good enough at 1.24ish%. So that was a mistake. That was over trading. That was greed. That was like so sure that because we've gone so far, it's gonna go 100%. That was overconfidence, and we got lucky this time. We entered into a hope and pray situation right in here, and luckily it drifted back in our favor. All right. Well, there's always going to be mistakes like that. The key is to reduce those kind of mistakes, and let's not add to the habits as far as the bad habits. Okay.